Well, of course, we're still around tracking Tropical Storm Harold and his impacts. And here's kind of a list of what we can expect, not only right now, but throughout the rest of the morning into this afternoon. Heavy rain and some storms are definitely in the forecast as we're experiencing those right now. Localized flooding is possible, as well as coastal flooding. By the way, beach, not a good idea today, so we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Strong wind gusts are also possible. Now remember, tropical storm force winds, that's around that 45-mile-per-hour mark. So we could see those around there, 40 to 50 miles per hour. They will be short-lived. I don't think everybody's going to get gusty winds, but if you have loose objects, that could obviously be a problem. And then, of course, we are tracking the potential for those power outages throughout the day. Right now, we still have that tropical storm warning. That is in effect for northern Hidalgo. We're looking at Willacy County as well and coastal Cameron County. Now, just because you're not in the warning doesn't mean you're not going to get some rain or maybe even some gusty winds. That's just where we're expecting to see most of the effects from Tropical Storm Harold, and we're already seeing a lot of rain. This is Cameron County. Look at this. We have some more heavy rain headed towards Cameron County, north portions of the island. Willacy County as well, still getting a nice dose of rain. When you see the green and yellow, we're talking about a drizzle, a more moderate rain, whereas all the red you see, those are some of your heavier downpours. I've seen a couple of lightning strikes, so we have some storms hidden within these downpours, but a lot of us are really only getting that rain. We're not seeing any severe storms right now. The only ongoing warnings is that tropical storm warning. Now, everybody's asking, when can you walk your dog? I know my dog is asking, when are you going to walk me? Well, it's not going to be that great. We're looking at rain and storms throughout the day. Now, I do think by the time we get to this afternoon, those rain chances are going to go down. The chance is still going to be there, but it'll be less than this morning. Really, over the next couple of hours is not the greatest time to walk your dog because we're receiving so much rain. In terms of our excessive rainfall outlook, this is kind of an idea of if we can expect to see any flooding, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some flood advisories issued later. We are in that slight risk. That's a 2 out of 4, which just means we're expecting to receive around 2 to 4 inches of rain possible for a lot of us. And you guys know that we can see those flooded roadways, and of course localized flooding is possible. So if you have an area in your backyard, in your neighborhood, or if there's an intersection you know that typically floods and we receive a lot of rain, that could be the case over the next 1 to 3 days, as we expect to see anywhere from 1.5 to around 3 inches. Remember, this is just an estimate, but it's a good idea of what we can expect. Finally, this is not all a bad thing. Look at our drought monitor. We're talking about a severe drought still ongoing for the portions of the upper valley. As you go towards the coast, all of us in that moderate drought. So the ground is ready and able to soak up a lot of this rain. So this is not all bad news. We just don't want to receive too much rain in too little time, right? So for your Tuesday, looking at that 80% chance for rain and storms, almost everybody should receive something. Tomorrow it's going to start to taper off. And by the time we get to this weekend, I think we're going to be right back to what we're used to here in the valley.